Alright guys, thank you again for the support here. I'm going to go up with a series preview for the next 3 games. We're going to actually play against a team that's actually out of Idaho. Well, not necessarily Idaho, but I did create them to have that ability to be out of Idaho. This is of course part of the Baseball America series, and so this is actually team number 3. They're actually really good, and you'll see why here in a second. So our players here, as they of course are on their 3rd series here, are currently 5-1. They played against Houston and then of course Wyoming, and now we're going to be playing an Idaho team, but this time we're actually going to be at home, which is great because that allows us to kind of get a little better team chemistry when it comes to any of those kind of mini chart roles. I first wanted to show you real quick the lineup, or what makes, I guess you'd say, let's look at what makes this team just a little bit harder than the other ones. Let's first look at their pitching. This is something that's a little bit different for the Team 3, or at least Idaho, comparative to the other teams. First and foremost, you can see their first 4 pitchers, or I guess you could say even 5 pitchers, really don't have anything that really hurts them besides the workman category on Robbie Pulaski. But if you look at Steve Show, who will be the first starter here, ace, double flash, control, that's going to be a lot of strikeouts. If you look at Chris Parrish, semi-star, semi-flash, control, again, nothing that's really bad about him. Look at another one, Richie Rivers, who'll probably be the 2nd starter here, semi-star, flash, and double control, a lot of ground outs. And then if you look here as well, Hector Diaz, he's the last of those, like that stunning Fab 4, I would say, for the Idaho Rough Riders. He's a flash and semi-control. He's really good. And then if you look at Robbie Pulaski, he's kind of the 5th guy here on the roster, but if you have a starting 5 as strong as they do, you have a semi-workman, flash, and semi-control, that's a really good card, because your last place pitcher really doesn't have anything wrong with them. And the reason why I say he's the last one is that you actually have like a mid-reliever here with Jeff Stillings. So really great pitching, because he's a relief slash starting pitcher, but he's almost semi-workman, flash, and control. So I think he's going to come in between. So if somebody's having a bad outing, I can probably toss him in there for maybe 3 or 4 innings to kind of get a midway reliever. I kind of actually, if you're an Angels fan, I would take him as I think it would be Schumacher. Really great player, I guess you say. Shoemaker, yeah, there you go. Shoemaker starts out like this, and then of course turned into a starting pitcher who could go through 6 to 7 innings. This year, not so much though. But of course, if you look through, you have some great pitchers here. They even actually have a closer, a flawless Larry Lawless, star, flash, control. Really good pitching with this team, which is actually going to be different from the other team. Yeah, they have a closer, or not closer, but some players that are kind of interesting to their team there. So if you look through the starters, because right now I've actually picked out today the pitchers. The pitcher actually for them is going to be Steve Show for the first game, and then the second game will actually be one of the other ones. You'll see here in a second, but I think for the first game you're going to see a lot of strikeouts, because it's going to be Nolan Ryan versus Steve Show. And as we know, I guess you'd say for the extended future, Nolan Ryan's going to have a very good little perk there if you watch the previous video. So this is going to be a great series, great game between Steve Show and Nolan Ryan. I think it's going to be a great pitching duel. I'm going to say right around now, each pitcher is going to have minimum 7 strikeouts. I'm going to say right now that's what's going to happen. But let's see what happens when we actually play the game. Other than that, I just wanted to reach out, of course, again. Thank you guys very much for your support here. If you want to look through real quick the batting order here, Casey Carter, really good batter. They have the good eye right here, semi-good eye. I think there's 2 batters that have semi-good eye, which is actually really interesting because the last few series, there haven't been actually any cards that have that good batter or even our good eye look to it. Alright guys, so we're going to be playing this game in Sentinel Mutual Field. Normal grass, pretty large field there. Yes, it's going to be at home for the Angels, so we're kind of taking this series, like I said, as a semi-season playthrough. They won't be playing at home. They're actually playing around different areas, but they'll be home, kind of like almost like a citrus league or kind of a grapefruit league kind of thing with spring training. I hope you guys are excited. I have all the cards set up here for you. I wanted to put this video out so we can continue getting that enthusiasm started. In the near future, you'll see some new videos with the 3 different game series and possibly some other game series as well, as long as I can continue getting the support support there. I will continue to make some videos. I hope you guys are going to have some fun, and I'll see you guys in the bleachers.